Good morning, dear yogis here at Yoga TX. So grateful to be here again, another Monday. It's been so enjoyable to share these practices here on this platform with all these incredible beings. And today's practice is inspired by, again, my very own journey. This is the beautiful, selfish endeavor of sharing my personal practice with so many people around the world. Is what is inspiring me will be relative because I am unique, but I'm also not. And we all are on this journey together. And today's theme is around the aging body. And it doesn't mean that you have to be 50, to be the aging body. The aging body is 20. The aging body is 25. The aging body is 12, And for me, coming into my late 30s, almost into my early 40s, I can feel that my body is slowing down and it needs more care. And in the mornings, there's some stiffness that just exists. Not because I did anything difficult, it just exists. And there is this calling for me to be more intentional with how I move my body. That things aren't, they don't just bounce back as quickly as they used to. And that could be at any age. And the reason I say this is because I think so many of us, when we think of yoga, we think of touching the toes and being in the form absolutely perfectly. And as we get older, we have to be really realistic with what our body is capable of doing and also see the beauty in that. There's a beauty in being more gentle and being more intentional and slowing down a bit. So we learn to kind of live fast at a slow pace. I love this phrase that a friend told me a few years ago. And so that being said, we're going to just move gently with ourselves today to be kind to the aging body at whatever age we're at, and to know that it's okay to have the crooks and the crannies and a little bit of soreness in the body, even if it's not specifically related to something. And your body isn't wrong, or your body isn't bad. Your body is this live ecosystem, and it's just asking you for support. And so in understanding the grace of the aging body, can you support this beautiful bag of bones that you inhabit? So that being said, let's go ahead and start standing. I'm going to have a little sip of tea. As we start standing, feet hip-width apart, arms alongside the body, palms shining forward, ground down through the feet. Standing up nice and tall through the spine. Can shut the eyes down. And because I'm close to the wall today, I'll inhale with my arms going forward, but you can have them going outward. So let's inhale, reach the arms up. Press the hands up towards the ceiling, look up, get nice and long. Exhale, you could take the arms out wide or in front of you. Lowering them down nice and intentionally. Palms shining forward. Let's take an inhale, reach up, palms shining up. Press the palms up towards the ceiling, look up. Exhale, press the energy down through the palms like you're saying no as you push them forward or out to the side. Inhale like you're sweeping water up, reach up. Turn the palms to face up, look up. And exhale, press down. Arms resting alongside the body, and begin to bring the shoulders back. So opening the chest and move slowly. Do this nice and controlled. Lift the shoulders up, down and back. And we're just working with the ball and socket joint here. Move forward. And come back to center. Inhale, reach up. Palms together, slight back bend. Exhale, bow down, hands to the earth. Inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips just a bit. Hands kind of float up like you're a little T-Rex. And exhale, press into the feet, hands alongside the body. So this is a move from Qigong that I like to bring into the morning practices. Inhale, reach up, slight back bend. Exhale, nice and slow, come all the way down. So we're lengthening through our back line now. Inhale, bend the knees, come into that little T-Rex sit. Exhale, press into the feet, come to standing. Again, inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale, bend the knees, come to that seat. And exhale, press up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale into the seat. And exhale, press. Last one, inhale up. And exhale, fold. Let's stay here. Let the head drop in. Hands can come to the earth or to a bolster, a couch cushion if you need it, or opposite elbows. So for me, and like so many of you most likely, there's so much asymmetry in the body. So my right side is really shortened from scoliosis. And so in the mornings, I can feel my right side wanting to drop down lower in this fold because it needs more lengthening. And that's okay. Pay attention to the asymmetries in your body. Maybe some sides need a little bit more attention. You can always pause the video when we do asymmetrical postures if you need more space on one side than the other. And we do our best to not want that side to be like the other, you know, just like we do in the external world. It's like, oh, if my right side was just as open as my left. But we just love our body and its differences. Hands to the earth. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. So I'm going to turn towards you for this next one. So it's really good to note if we're judging in our own bodies, like what's acceptable and what's not. A lot of times we are externalizing that as well. You know, if a body is too big or too small or, you know, too odd or really beautiful, make sure that you're appreciating your body for what it is, because as you accept yourself in your body, you'll start to accept the bodies in front of you and see the beauty in all of them. And we need more of that love in the world. So bring the feet together. We're going to do the crane. But before we do the crane, we're going to just stretch out the knees and the wrists. So pull up the left knee, the hands in front of you, and just begin to take wrist and ankle circles. Go in the opposite direction. You can even draw the knee if you like. Get a little weird. Let's do the other side. Right knee up, take some wrist circles, ankle. Great. Right foot down. So we're going to inhale, lift the left knee up and the hands up. And exhale, straighten the left leg. Hands come down, left leg comes down and out. Draw the right knee in. Straighten it out and exhale down. Inhale, lift the left knee. And open up the arms wide now. Like you're a little crane. Inhale. And exhale. Coordinate your breath. Inhaling to come up through the nostrils. Exhale down through the nostrils. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. Let's give a little shake and a little bounce. You can let out any sound. Flick the hands. You can close the eyes if you want. And let the heels hit the ground. Let the shoulders kind of hop up. You might even feel some like burping, some gas come up. Maybe hear a little bit of crunches. The body gets stagnant as we get older. We stop moving so much, and it's important that we just keep going. We keep moving in the world. Beautiful. Let's take the feet wider, about hip, or a little bit further than hip width. Bend down and sink into a yogi squat. Sitting up nice and tall through the spine. You can shut the eyes down, and if you need a couch cushion or a block here, you can take it. Nice long spine. Relax the muscles in the forehead, around the jaw. If you need to take some jaw circles, you can. Also, we hold a lot of tension in the jaw. Beautiful. So come up onto the tiptoes a bit. Bring the right knee down to the ground. Hands can come up. Right knee up. Left knee to the ground. And up. Right knee. And left knee. Come back up. Sink into the hips. Just a little bit of mobility here. Hands to the earth. Press back and make the feet a little bit wider. And fold in. So for me, I make my feet a little bit more narrow because I can fold forward very easily, so my head will hit the ground. So this gives me more space. You decide for your body if you want to go wider or more narrow. Hands to the earth. And when the body is feeling tight, these forward folds are so good to do just to lengthen the back line, to release any tension that might be in the neck. Also giving some spaciousness to the hamstrings and the calves. Let's turn forward. Fold over. I'm going to straighten my mat up a little bit. Fold over the left foot. And let's bring the right knee down. Come onto the left knee. Open the chest here. And just give some pulses. So we're getting into the right groin. And sometimes it's great to just sit in stillness. And if that's where you're at today, I celebrate you. Go for it. But this little pulse can help us get deeper into the right groin. We're not going hard. Very slow. So be very gentle with yourself. And you're contracting the muscles inward as you go deeper into the fold. Just lengthening through the right groin, the right quad. And maybe you get to a juicy spot and you pause there. You're like, ooh, right here. And let's bring the arms up, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. Hands together. Press in to the left thigh through the right elbow. Open the chest, look back over the left shoulder. Getting a nice little side twist here. Twists are great for the digestive system, so we're not just, lengthening the muscles. We're working with the organs of the body when we do these practices. So sink in a little bit deeper. And let's bring the hands around the left foot. Step back to downward facing dog. Hang out here for 2 breaths. Again, we're letting the neck hang. I know for myself, neck tension is something that I'm experiencing now in my 30s that I hadn't experienced before. And we've got to be gentle with the neck when there's any pain here. Cranking it around and overstretching it can only inflame it more sometimes. So it's good to just let it hang out. Let it do its thing. Step the right foot forward. Left knee down, come up onto the right thigh. Nice and tall through the spine and little pulses. Find a juicy spot. You can take little pulses there. Let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow outside the right thigh. Press in and look back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back. Downward facing dog. Then let's walk the hands towards the feet. Take your time. So we're lengthening through the side body. So you can kind of twist from side to side as you go back. And back to that forward fold. Take opposite elbows. Let the head hang. And we're visiting this multiple times to really lengthen through the back line. Hands to the earth. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Hands can drag up the front of the body. And then bring the hands alongside. So I'm going to turn towards you so you can see me more easily. We're going to make a little fist with the hands here. Feet about hip width distance apart. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Head back. And around. So just find some circles. Taking care of that neck. Nothing too dynamic. Let it be supportive. Move in the opposite direction. And come back up to center. Take hands to the hips, and we're going to just begin to draw little circles with the hips. Pushing the pelvic floor forward and back. Keep the spine long. Opening up through the hips and the groin. Move in the opposite direction. I can even hear my toes cracking and creaking. So the body is waking up. It's like, okay, we're moving. Come back up to center. Make a little diamond shape with the hands. Bring them up overhead. And go back and forward. And you're kind of looking up and back at them, but not too much. You don't want to strain the neck. Getting into the shoulders and really bringing the hands back in that circle. We're working with the upper back and the space between the scapula, move in the opposite direction. You can feel this maybe even in the abdominals. Beautiful. Come back up to center. Shake, shake, shake. Let the heels hit the ground. Beautiful. And step at the front of the mat. I'm going to take a little sip of tea. And we're going to go through 5 rounds of sun salutation A to work with our breath and more fluidity after that little stretch. So let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow down. Inhale up halfway, use the core. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank. Pause. We're going to add a little half push-up here. So come down halfway. Press back up, plank. Pause, inhale. Exhale, come down halfway, elbows in by the ribs. Inhale forward to the tops of the feet, open the chest, look forward. Exhale, use the core, draw the hips back and up. Downward facing dog. And 2 little push-ups here in downward facing dog. Bend the elbows, try to bring the head towards the ground, press up. Bend the elbows, head towards the ground, press up. Very good. Walk the feet towards the hands. So we're adding a little bit of strength on top of the stretch. As you come forward, inhale, come up halfway, use the core, hands to shins. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Hands alongside the body. Again, inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. If you need to bend your knees, do. I definitely do. My back line is tight. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank. 1 push-up, lower halfway. Press up. Pause, inhale. Exhale, come down halfway. This time forward to the tops of the feet, lift the thighs. Exhale, use the core, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. You can let out a sigh. Two down dog push-ups here. Bring the head towards the ground, forward. Press up. And again. And up. Beautiful. So let's walk the feet towards the hands. Take your time. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. And if we move more slowly when we're rising, we don't get those like, oh, really take the time. Hands alongside the body. Inhale, reach. And exhale, fold. Same here. Micro bend the knees if you need. If there's tightness, take your time coming down. Be kind to the body. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, plank position. Come down halfway, push up. Inhale. Exhale down halfway, this time to the tops of the feet. Open the heart space, back bend. Exhale, draw with the core, hips back and up. Downward facing dog. Two down dog push-ups, take an inhale. Exhale, head forward and down. And up. And exhale, down. And up. Slowly walk the feet forward. Take your time. Maybe the toes come up as you come forward so you really feel that back line stretch. Slowly, slowly. Inhale, come up halfway, hands to shins. And fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Hands alongside the body. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bow. Inhale up halfway. And exhale, hands to the earth. Step back to plank. Lower halfway. Push up. Inhale up. Exhale, come down halfway. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Sigh out if you need. Take an inhale. Exhale that push up forward. Back. Forward. And back. Beautiful. Slowly walk the feet forward to meet the hands. Take an inhale, come up halfway, hands to shins. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach up. Come up onto the tiptoes. Exhale, slowly lower the upper body forward to be parallel with the ground like you're diving into a pool. Bring the hands down to the earth, stay on the tiptoes. Bend the knees, slowly, slowly come down to a seat and boat pose. We all need the strong core. Knees bent, arms alongside the body. Lower just enough to you have a tremble in the body. Focus and strength as well as the stretch. Very good. Cross the ankles. Sitting up nice and tall. Hands resting on the knees. And we just take a minute of stillness as we come to the end of the practice. So every day is a new day. Some days we wake up feeling incredibly open in our bodies, other days not. And the invitation here is just to show up for yourself a little bit every day. No matter if there's pain and discomfort, move more slowly, move more intentionally, but move. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Bowing head to heart. May we gracefully walk through this life, through the days, the months, the years, the decades, with acceptance and love for this bag of bones that we're in, this ecosystem that is constantly changing. May we love the body we're in today and not covet the body we were in before, or the body that we hope to achieve someday, but this body. Love this body here and now. Namaste. Thank you, dear yogis, for your attention, for your self-love, and I invite you to continue to subscribe here and come to all the practices with all the amazing teachers. You can find me in all the places down below. I have free meditations and yoga practices on my Insight Timer app and on my YouTube channel. And you can find me on Instagram and Facebook and my website, which is echoflowyoga.com, for upcoming trainings, retreats, online and in person. And yeah, keep caring for yourself. That's the main invitation here. Ciao.